Maybe it started with the way you looked at me. The way your words felt like sunlight in the middle of a cloudy day. You knew how to make everything feel safe, familiar. You held my hand like it meant forever, and I believed you. I believed that what we had was love. Because it looked like love. It sounded like love, and for a while, maybe it even felt like love. But love doesn't make you feel small. It doesn't take your voice and twist it into silence. It doesn't leave you walking on eggshells, wondering if your truth is too loud, or your sadness too inconvenient. At first, it was subtle. A sigh when I disagreed with you. A joke that stung a little too much. Moments where I felt the need to explain myself. Not once, but over and over. You never yelled. You didn't have to. You just made me doubt myself. Slowly, gently, quietly. I started changing little things. How I laughed, how I dressed, how I shared my thoughts. Not because you asked, but because I wanted to avoid the coldness in your eyes when I was too much of myself. You said you loved me, and maybe, in your way, you did. But your love came with conditions. It praised me when I was soft, agreeable, small, and punished me with silence when I wasn't. I wanted to believe we just needed time, that things would get better, that maybe love was supposed to feel hard. Maybe all relationships had rough edges. But deep down, I knew. Love should never make you afraid to be who you are. You told me I was too emotional, too sensitive, too dramatic. But love doesn't shame you for feeling. It doesn't make you apologize for needing reassurance. It doesn't turn your vulnerability into ammunition. There were moments I looked in the mirror and barely recognized myself. My light felt dimmer, my laughter quieter, my heart tired. And still, I stayed. I stayed because I remembered the beginning, the softness, the smiles, the warmth. I held on to the hope that maybe it could return. That if I just loved you more, better, differently, you'd stop hurting me in the ways you pretended not to see. But that's not love. Love doesn't manipulate. It doesn't keep score. It doesn't twist your words. It doesn't control who you talk to, how you move, or how you grow. Love doesn't feel like waiting to be enough. It took time, too much time, to realize I was holding on to an idea, not a person, not a partnership, just a hope, a dream. And maybe I'm still grieving what could have been. Maybe I still wish the story ended differently. But now I know. Love is not supposed to hurt. Real love helps you rise. It calms your fears, not feeds them. It supports your voice, even when it trembles. It sees your flaws and holds them with care, not judgment. It doesn't leave bruises on your spirit. I'm not bitter, I'm not angry, but I am done confusing survival with love. Done calling control a form of care. Done believing that walking on tiptoes is a sign of closeness. You weren't all bad, I know that. There were kind moments, true ones. But the truth is, love doesn't come and go based on how convenient it is. It doesn't love you on Monday and leave you empty on Friday. I let go because I finally remembered who I am. Because I want to be loved, loudly, honestly, safely, without fear, without guessing, without shrinking. Maybe one day you'll understand. Maybe you'll see what I was trying to give and what you weren't ready to receive. Or maybe you won't. But I do know this. Real love doesn't confuse pain with passion. It doesn't wrap silence in gold and call it peace. It doesn't ask you to disappear, piece by piece. It sees you, all of you, and stays. And when I find that love, the kind that doesn't hurt, the kind that makes me feel more alive, not less, I'll know. Because this time, I won't have to wonder if love is supposed to feel like this. Come back whenever you need a quiet moment. If this meant something to you, consider subscribing. You're not alone on this road.